Hi, welcome once again to Starseed Rising 333. I'm glad you've tuned once again to this channel. If you do enjoy watching this reading, if you could please click the like button, subscribe or share, or just leave a comment. Today's reading is for the Divine Feminine or any females who are watching this reading at this present time. And it's a inner child healing reading, okay? You do not need to be on a spiritual soul path all right, to or journey to watch this reading. Is for anyone. Thanks to all my subscribers, my supporters, anyone who've left comments, click the like button, who have tuned in, who have watched my other videos and um, readings out on YouTube. Thank you so much for your support. So once again, this reading is an inner child healing reading, and it's for the Divine Feminine or any female who are watching this reading at this present time. I just want to tell you a bit about inner child healing, all right, for those who don't know or are watching in or watching this reading. Okay, it means any um it means a healing that is done, okay, or inner child work is done to help to heal any childhood pain, rejection, loneliness, or abandonment that you might have experienced in your past during your childhood. Okay, and then you can use divine messages, okay, or guidance, all right, to regain spiritual realignment, okay, and facilitate personal growth. All right. Now, I just want to just start with the moon phase. All right. The moon, first of all, represents our instincts and feelings in the area of life. It is responsible, okay, for rebirths, which is part of the cycle of life. Its energy can be used for for to I should say to clarify anything that we're not sure about, or if we are in any situation, we can use the moon's energy, all right, to give us more clarity. um the energy could help us to manifest, all right, and also to enhance our intuition. We are currently in the waning crescent moon phase, and it's the message here is have faith in your dreams. The moon affirmation is I am focused on what I want. All right. And the messages around this time regarding the moon phase are be patient as events unfold. Don't look back. Stay focused on moving forwards. All right. Just because you can't see your dreams, it doesn't mean they're not manifesting. And dig a little deeper to find more courage. All right. The planet of the day is Jupiter. Jupiter represents expansion and prosperity in the area of life. Jupiter is a social planet, and its energy helps us deal with growth and opportunities in life. In numerology, Jupiter is associated with the number 4, which is all about stability, the foundation on which we build our life. Jupiter rules the body parts, the hips, thighs, liver, and circulatory system. Jupiter rules over the zodiac sign Sagittarius. Sagittarius is the ninth house in the astrology chart, okay, and represents quest and adventure in the area of life. It rules the body parts, the thighs, and hips. All right. Now, one of the crystals which is associated with Jupiter, all right, is Red Jasper. All right, and you can, if you are interested in crystals or you meditate with crystals or want to work with crystals, I should say, all right, you can meditate or use Red Jasper, which is associated with the root chakra, and the root chakra is linked to stability and security um, in the area of life. All right. And when that's balanced, we can become more stable and feel more secure. And it also um, makes us feel more grounded so we can build a stronger foundation. All right. Um, for our life. All right. So I hope this will be quite useful to you. All right. If you are interested in working with the energies of the moon, all right, then you can work with Moonstone. I've got three types of Moonstone here. I've got Peach Moonstone. This is the most popular one. I've got Rainbow Moonstone and Black Moonstone. All right. And if you also work with the angels, archangels, you pray to them, you could call on Haniel, all right? She's the goddess of the moon, and she could help you manifest, all right, or to help you make any changes in your life. And you could also call on Archangel Gabriel. Gabriel is the angel responsible for inner child healing or inner child work and also communication. All right, so you can call on Haniel, she's the goddess of the moon, or you could call on Archangel Gabriel. She's responsible for inner child work, inner child healing. All right. Um, you could send a prayer to her to help you, okay, during that time of healing. All right. And she's also the archangel for communication as well. All right. Now, if you are interested in moonology or moon astrology, this card is from this deck. All right. And it's by Yasmin Boland. It's called Moonology Oracle Cards deck. Right. And if you are interested in planets, all right, the planetary transits, all right, the retrogrades and things like that, okay, you can this card is from this deck and it's called Star Codes Astro, and this is by Heather Rowan Robbins. All right, so if you are interested in uh, reading for yourself, and finally, these two cards here is from this deck, and it's by Carl Gray, and it's called Angel Prayers. All right, it's a very good deck. And I also have the book as well. It's also called Angel Prayers. Sorry that you can't see the title, but this book is a very good book. I use it on a daily basis. It's got prayers, um, all the names of the archangels, and other spiritual beings, okay, or spiritual guides you can call on if you need any form of assistance or guidance in your life. All right. And um, if you go, or I should say, if you search into the book, right, there is, and you uh, uh, find out more about Archangel Gabriel, there'll actually be a prayer, okay, which you can sort of use to help in your inner child healing work. All right. So this is as I said, by Carl Gray, and it's called Angel Prayers. Very good book. All right. So now I'm going to start the reading. All right. So just bear with me. Okay, the first deck I'm going to use is called Inner Child Oracle. All right, and this is by Teresa Salerno. So I'm just going to shuffle the cards and take one card from this deck, and I'm going to consult with the ancestors to see what messages they have for the divine feminine, or any female who are watching this reading at this present time. So I'm just going to shuffle the cards and see what card pops out, all right? So, dearly beloved ancestors, what message do you have for, all right? The card that I wanted to come out is this card. It says fly free. All right, it's on a number 32, and 32 in um, tarot, it's about change. All right, so if you're in a situation, okay, where you don't feel happy, it could even be a job that you're not happy in, what the ancestors is saying that maybe it's time to um, sort of change a job, all right? Or if you are in a relation, some form of relationship, the ancestors is saying it's time maybe to make a few changes there, all right? Um, so let me just right, I'm just going to try and click this on a stand. Okay, that's done. Alright. Okay, I'm just going to refer to the booklet and just see what um it could also mean maybe that you there might be some things, as I said, because this is an inner child healing as well. So I mean, it could be something that has happened in the past and sort of like is uh keeping or make you feel somehow tied up or um feel somehow bound to a situation, okay, that's holding you back. So here the ancestors is just saying to fly free. So I'm just referring to the booklet to just give us a better understanding what this means. Okay, so the message here is freedom is a process of surrender or letting go of what anchors you to lower dimensional reality. For some people, this means choosing not to partake in earthly pleasures and living a life of purest reflection or isolation from society. For others, it means casting aside limiting social, cultural, or religious mores to engage with life in an uninhibited manner. No one path to freedom is superior or right. Choose the path that is right for you. This card encourages you to accept opportunities for freedom in your life. Have you been holding yourself back from pursuing a lifestyle, hobby, or career out of fear of rejection? Have you been putting aside your dreams and desires to embody the ideals of another? Do not feel beholden to the opinions of others. Those who ostracize or reject you for what speaks to your soul are not worthy of your time or energy. Eventually, they may come to accept the you who lives in freedom, or they may not. Acceptance from those who share your ideals and interests are far more valuable. Release your desire for perfection and acceptance to the universe and embrace freedom. It is time to be wholly yourself, let go, and lean in with trust. Wow, this is such a beautiful message because even you see these things could have even happened or we could have experienced these things as a child. All right, then um it's all about like sometimes like holding things back because we're just afraid that what people are going to think of us, and as a result that we sort of dim our light as a result. So um and what the ancestors is saying that especially if you're on a spiritual slope path, or spiritual path or journey, I should say, is that there is no right or wrong way. You just need to choose which path which would make you happy, because when you're happy, that itself confirms that you're on the right path. This is, these are really beautiful, helpful messages for us, for the divine. All right. And what it's also saying here is that if we are in a relationship with anyone, or it could even be family members who don't agree or are not happy with what we are doing, and we know within ourselves we are happy, then maybe it's time that we just cut ties, or just don't associate with other family, friends, strangers, or whatever, because at the end of the day, we need to put our happiness first, all right? And once we are happy, everything falls into place. So this is a very beautiful message. And the affirmation to this card is, I am free when I let go of all I am expected to be. All I must be is who I truly am. All right. So just all this is, again, is just being your true self, your authentic self. All right. And this is what this healing is about, because there might be parts of our um a childhood, okay, where we've experienced these sorts of things, thinking that, okay, like, like we might have an idea, all right, and or and people who have not been supportive. It could even be family members who were not supportive at that time. But what the ancestors is saying, that it doesn't matter about what people think. We need to do what that makes us happy. And once we do what makes us happy, then that confirms that we are on the so-called right path, or whatever you want to call it. All right, because life itself is a journey. All right, and to be honest with you, destiny is in our hands. All right. It's all about our thoughts and actions. At the end of the day, no one is going to give us that. All right, we have to make our own future. All right. So we have to create our own destiny. So this is a very beautiful message. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to call in on Mother Isis. All right, she's a goddess in the spiritual realm. Okay, to help the divine feminine. Okay, and this is in regards to um the inner child healing work. All right, so I'm just going to put some of these cards aside and just see what message she has for us. All right, and this is for the divine feminine, or any female who are watching this reading at this present time. It could be something to do with the message that's just come out, okay, or it's just to do basically with um our the work that we're doing at the current moment, which is inner child healing work. All right. So, dearly beloved Isis, what additional message that you have? All right, for the divine feminine, or any female or watching at this present moment. Okay. Okay. So it's this the card that came out. It says Tararet, okay, Tararet, and I'm just going to show you the oracle deck that I'm using. It says Osset Egyptian Oracle cards. All right, this is the second deck that I'm going to be using, and the message here, it says pregnancy and birth. It's on the number 42 in tarot. If it's a double number, we normally add the two numbers, which means harmony. All right. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to pop this on the stand and just refer to the booklet to give us a better understanding what it means. All right. So it's 42. Okay, so the message here is pregnancy and birth. All right. Now, the message that comes out is, my words are few, for my wisdom comes from my presence, my strength and silent energy. I can ward off bad spirits and destroy your enemies. But then I was often needed so the Asian mothers could give birth safely. See me as your hidden grandmother in spirit and invoke me when needed as we seek to silently protect all women and babies. So this card here, it's this card is just telling us, divine feminine, any females who are watching it, that this um sort of spiritual being, okay, Isis is actually sending this entity, all right, to us, to the divine feminine here, all right. And the card meaning, okay, for this is when it relates to abundance, it says protect your belongings carefully. Money may be delayed but will arrive. It's just giving us encourage. It says that when it comes to work and career, pregnancy and birth for you or a workmate may disrupt your work plans. All right. It's saying travel, take care. If traveling during pregnancy, travel by sea and road is safe. All right. It's saying possible on health. It says possibly pregnant women will deliver safely. Okay, if you call on this entity. All right. When it comes to family, it says births are very likely in your family. Worries such as the inability to conceive and difficult pregnancies for family members will end in success and be safe. And the future here, it says some short term worries and fears that resolve with time. Know you are safe and see this as a rather difficult birthing time that will result in great joy soon. So I think it's just giving some form of encouragement from Mother Isis there, that if you are like sort of like thinking of making a few changes, I guess, that you can actually call on her, and this is the entity that will be sent to you, all right, to just tell you that any worries or fears that you're having at this present time will be resolved, okay, and that is going to be you that to know that you are safe, all right. Everything is going to be okay when making any decisions at this difficult period. Okay, if you're experiencing any, just take whatever resonates with you and your situation. And they say that joy, you will experience great joy in the end. All right. So this is from um, Mother Isis. All right. So what I'm going to do now, I am going to just call on another goddess, and she's Kuan Yin. All right. So I'm going to call her. She's another goddess in the spiritual realm, and she's um helps a lot of females. All right, especially the divine feminine. Okay, as they go along um their journey. So, but as I said, you do not need to be on a spiritual soul journey or life path to watch this reading. Is for anyone. All right. So I'm going to call on Kuan Yin now to just give us some support here. All right, in our healing. So, dearly beloved Goddess Kuan Yin, what messages do you have for the divine feminine, or any female who are watching this reading at this present time? Dearly beloved Kuan Yin, what messages do you have for Right, I'm just gonna get another card from this deck. Dearly beloved Kuan Yin. All right, two came out. So. All right, I'm gonna take three. All right, because this one was attached to the back of it, so I'm gonna take three from Kuan Yin. Okay, so let me just read the back and see what messages Kuan Yin has for the divine feminine, or any female who are watching this reading at this present time. All right, so I'm just gonna put. So all right, so the first card, because um the meanings of these cards are at the back. Okay, so the first one, the message is shining lotus. There are times when it makes sense to be discreet until you find your inner strength so that you feel empowered enough to share your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs without wavering. Even in the face of a challenge, at other times, we are ready to take a risk and allow the inner lotus blossom of our true self to shine forth for all to behold. All right? So I think for this message that's coming out, she's just saying that there are times that, like if we have any ideas, or any thoughts, um that some things that we should keep to ourselves, and some things that we can share, um or there are times when we might think of something, but maybe it's not the right time to do so. Because sometimes, if we are trying to birth something new, all right, and we maybe tell a lot of people, it could be even family members, we might end up, depending on how uh, strong we are, okay, someone, we might have a great, very great idea, all right, but maybe if we tell the few people, they might sort of give us some form of discouragement, and they will say, okay, what else, whatever. So what Kuan Yin is saying is that, while birthing this new idea, while making changes, okay, it could be around your circumstances, maybe there are certain things that's just it's best not said, okay, until the correct time, or within divine timing, that we should then say, or tell others. All right, so this is the first message that's coming out. All right, so it's sort of linked with the two that's come out, especially with the second card. All right, um it could even be maybe the start of a new, you might be thinking of starting a new business or new project. All right, so Kuan Yin is just giving us some a few words of advice here. Right, so I'm going to read what the second card. All right, it says, drink from the emerald fountain. The divine feminine encourages your awakening and empowerment. Your sincerity is evoking Kuan Yin's divine intervention. It makes sense to be open to receive it, to step forward and drink from the emerald fountain, which is the unconditionally loving heart chakra of Kuan Yin. Allow yourself to be nourished by the power and love of the Divine Mother flowing to you now. Wow. So, I don't know, for some reason, I just got this call for me to use the Kuan Yin deck, all right? Um, you can't get larger versions of this deck, all right? This is a pocket edition. But I don't know, maybe it was just her spirit that was calling me to just give some form of encouragement, um all right, some form of guidance, okay, as well. And this is for the divine feminine, any females who are watching this reading. And the second card, really, she's just giving like sort of just acknowledgement that that we're calling on her for guidance, and she just says that she is there, and we can call on her when we need any form of help or assistance in any area of our life. So this is such a beautiful message coming from Kuan Yin. All right, so her spirit is around right now, around this reading, as well as Mother Isis, okay, or Set. All right, so I'm just going to pop this on a stand. All right, and I'm just going to read what this card is all about. All right, so here it says divine connection, the inspired into the inspired intuitive messages you have been receiving, which are unconditionally loving, fearless, and encouraging of you to grow and be your true self, are from your higher guidance. Beings of divine light are guiding you with messages of unconditional love. It is safe to trust your growing divine connection and inner knowing, which is obviously your intuition. All right. Um, Doing so will bring you great joy. Wow. So again, Kuan Yin is telling us that that it is safe for us to trust, okay, with our connection with the divine, all right, and also with our intuitive you know mind, or I should say, or which is linked to the third eye chakra, okay, which is um, connected to this, or I should say, is the subconscious mind, which is all connected to the divine. All right. So these are such beautiful messages coming out from Kuan Yin. Very, very beautiful messages. And this is for um, the divine feminine, any female who are watching this reading at this present time. And really, the intuitive, uh, I would say, energy is actually to do with our inner soul. All right. I should say it's to do with our gut feeling. All right, what we feel is right. So that's what. So she's just encouraging us to whatever decisions we make. All right, um, we should just go within. All right, it could be in some form of meditation, and to trust our feelings. All right, our gut feeling, I should say. All right, or our intuition, okay, which is, as I said, the third eye chakra, all right, which is to do with the subconscious mind. Um, so what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to consult with spirit and the spirit guides. I'm going to just find out what spirit animal guide, all right, they would like us to work with, or which animal spirit guide which is helping the divine feminine, any females are watching this reading, what which or what animal, okay, that's uh around us at this present time, okay, if to help us in our inner child healing work, all right, or to help us make any changes in our life, all right. So I'm just going to just shuffle the deck, and this deck is called Messages from Your Animal Spirit Guides, and this is by Stephen Farmer. All right, and then I'm going to consult with the booklet. So I'm just going to shuffle the cards and just consult with spirit guides. All right. So spirit guides. What spirit animal would you like us to know that is assisting us in making any changes, um, helping us with our inner child work at this present time? All right. So the animal, okay, spirit that's around the divine feminine at this time is called the manatee. All right. And The message at the bottom says accept the situation as it is rather than fighting to change it. So let me just find out what this is all about. All right. So I'm just going to refer to the booklet and just see what they are referring to. All right, so let's see what it says here, okay? So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to pop this on a card and see what message the spirit guides would like. Okay, it says there are times to fight for what you believe in and times to lay down your sword and surrender. If you or your family were in imminent danger, it would be quite natural to defend yourself by either fleeing or fighting, whether through action or words. Extreme situations may even require extreme measures. There are definitely wrongs to make right and situations where the spiritual warrior in you must take the lead. However, it's not the case here. What will work best for all concerned is for you to surrender and accept things as they are. Yield in order to overcome. Lay down your sword, not in defeat or in self sacrifice, but from a realization that this isn't the fight you want or need to engage in. As the saying goes, choose your battles. This is definitely not one to waste your time and energy on. Say to the serenity prayer aloud, God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Let go of your righteousness and your ego's need for control and find that peace of mind that you so cherish are available simply by choosing it. All right, so what the spirit guys are saying, and these are for, it could be some for some divine feminine, feminine, or any females who are watching it, because just take the message, take what resonates, okay? So there may be um times when we may need to rely on a higher guidance, okay, to try and fight our battles for us. Not everything that um some things that we face in life that we can sort of overcome. There are some things that is because you see, life is a journey. It's all about uh, um challenges and obstacles. It's all about it's again it's through all trial and error. All right, it's about trials and tribulations. All right, and out of uh um the things that we've experienced, okay, we could it could help us evolve into to become better versions of ourselves. And here I think spirit and the spirit guides are saying that for some of us, all right, or any individuals here that we who are watching, or women I should say, that are watching this read at the moment, if you are sort of coming across certain things in your life where you feel that you somehow haven't got control over, all right, or you need some form of assistance, what um spirit and the spirit guides are saying that sometimes there are certain things that just there are some battles, okay, that we should participate in, some that we don't, all right, but there are times also that we need to surrender to the divine. All right. So although like we're doing part of the inner child healing, okay, to heal some of the things that, or trauma that we went through, or pain we went through as a child, there are some things that I should say the divine allowed to happen so that we could then become better versions of ourselves, because we at the end of the day are living testimonies of what has happened to us in the past. And um what the divine is also saying is that we are here to also help others who have experienced or who are experiencing the things that we went through. All right, because as I said, that life is no straight journey. Okay, and there are going to be challenges, obstacles. Okay, that we may face. All right, and as I said that, and here is just saying for those some divine, for some divine feminines or any female watching her who feel that um they may be in a situation, okay, that they can't find themselves out of. It's a good idea to call on the divine for spiritual guidance, okay. Uh, for You could call on the angels, archangels, to help, okay, to help us to move forward in our life. All right, and some of the keywords associated to this card is gentleness, loving, childlike, friendliness, exploration, um, inquisitiveness, playfulness, nonviolence, calmness, fearlessness, innocence, acceptance, surrender. And it's just something that just popped to my head now. Really, I just wanted to just tell, because I did a reading recently, okay, for it's regarding inner child work, and what my ancestors, all right, is telling me, as well as my guys, is saying that um even though some of us might have experienced pain, all right, or trauma in our in our childhood, sorry, it's saying that if we can, if possible, to, while we're going through this healing process, to also focus on some of the good things that we've experienced as a child, all right, to help us uh to heal, all right. So just not to just focus on whatever uh experiences that made us unhappy, but also focus also on what we experienced in our life, okay, or people who made us happy in our life as well, to help us to heal, to move from where we are now in order to move forward to a better place in our life. All right, and uh, before I close this reading, all right, I just want to just consult with the spirit guides, angels, archangels, our ancestors, what crystal they could, or would like, I should say, to recommend to the divine feminine, any females who are watching this reading at this present time. Okay, it might be one that I have on the desk at this present time. All right. Okay, the crystal they would like, the divine feminine, or any females who are watching this reading to sort of work with, all right, is the name is celestite. Okay, I do have this crystal on hand, so I'll show you what it looks like, all right, in physical form. All right, and the message here, it says soothe your soul. All right, so I'm just going to pop this again on a stand and just refer to the booklet. I'm just going to just push this a bit further. All right, so I have a bit more room here on the table. Let me just, right. It's a very beautiful crystal. Okay, very beautiful crystal. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to just read out more about this crystal and what messages or message I should say that our spirit guides, angels. Okay, so let's start. All right. Okay, so the message here is trust that things happen in life for a reason. It's natural to worry about the unknown, but try tapping into hope instead. Most of the time, the things you worry about don't actually end up happening. And when you look back, you realize how much time and energy was wasted stressing over something you had little control over. Of course, take action when you believe you can help or change the outcome of a situation. If not, try to replace any anxiety or tension with more positive thoughts. Soothe your mind, body, and spirit with the comforting notion that it will all be okay in the end. The universe unfolds as it should. And the core questions the booklet is asking us to ask ourselves is how does worry serve you? What can you tell yourself to ease your worries? And the crystal action affirmation is I trust that all will be well. Today, let go of a worry by finding a reason to fill up that space with hope instead. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to quickly um, show you what celestite looks like, all right, in physical form. It's a very beautiful crystal, okay. There are smaller ones that you can get, all right, on the market. There's also one called celestite point, all right, but this is what it looks like. This is what I have, okay. All right, and you can use this to work with, meditate. You can have it around your home. It's a very beautiful crystal. All right. Um, okay. Now there's just a few things, or I should say, crystals, that I just want to show you. All right. Now, first of all, I've got a few videos out, so you can please check it out. I've got one on about the birth natal chart. So if you do have one, all right, and you want to check how the moon energies, phases, all right, the planetary transits, how they can affect you, all right, and you have a birth natal chart, you can check to see if it can affect you in a positive or negative way, okay, in regards to your birth ascendant or cusp sign, all right, CUSP. I've got other videos out in terms of using crystals for inner healing, um, inner child, and shadow work. I've also got one about the birth natal chart, about auras and chakras. So please check them out, all right. And I've also got other readings as well out on YouTube. um and I just want to just show you a few crystals there. I'm going to write them all the information in the description box, okay, if you are interested in crystals or working with crystals. I've got a few here, all right, which I can show you, all right. So for inner child um work, all right, there are a few crystals I've got here, all right, and you can also use them for inner soul healing work as well. I do have readings on that as well, okay. You can, the first crystals I would recommend, I've got rose quartz here, all right. I've got in raw form and tumble form, all right, okay. I've got here rhodoxarite, I've got rhodonite, um I've got Smithsonite here. It's good. It's good for any form of uh, pain or trauma that you may have suffered. Okay, as your I should say in your childhood. All right. I've got green aventurine, um, and all right, and these crystals can be used, all right, in healing the heart or heart chakra, all right, which is the color green, okay, and also pink is also associated with the heart chakra. I've also got these ones here, which is also very good. I've got peridot as well, and I've got kunzite here and dioptase as well, and they are good for the higher heart chakra, all right, which you can use during your healing, all right, process. I've also got these ones here. I've got butylated quartz. This is very good, especially if there's a lot of you've got a lot of self-doubt, um or like any form of negativity, okay, is this crystal is very good. And I've also got blue lace agate and um pink agate, all right. They are very good for, especially when it comes to healing any form of relationship, okay. It could be a relationship from the past, all right. And then I've got soul retrieval crystals, and these crystals are good for, especially if you feel that if anything traumatic that you experienced in your life, all right, and you feel that part of your soul has been lost as a result, you can use these crystals to help, okay, to help you um regain that back, okay, to help you become your authentic self again. So I've got black calcite here, and this is also good for dark night of the soul and any form of shadow work. I've got tangerine quartz. I've got hydrocras here, tektite, jet, all right, black onyx and cerussite. So please check out the names, okay, and there's also some useful information in the description box, all right. So as I said, this reading was for the divine feminine or any female who are watching this reading at this present time, all right. And I if you do enjoy watching this reading, okay, if you could please click the like button, subscribe or share, or just leave a comment. Please take what resonates, all right. And hope to see you next time. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you and bye bye.